Welcome to Friday Night Lights End Zone Overtime. We had some great playoff action tonight. I'm Scott Sabo along with Chelsea Brown. Let's get right to it. You've got some scores of some updated games. A lot of them in Des Moines tonight.
Yes, a lot of them. Let's go ahead and look at some of the scores. Some close ones there, starting out with Decorah, edging Newton there. North Scott gets the dub over West Dub. Xavier, though, down in the Des Moines-ish area, gets to win 35-14. Gladbrook-Rhinebeck, the big win over the Iowa Valley there. And then Grundy Center, also a big win over West Branch. And then Regina keeps things rolling. 35-14. And just some other scores we want to mention. City High Falls to Ankeny Centennial, 52-28. Iowa City West, though, upset Bettendorf 21-16. And then Linn-Mar and Ankeny, just Ankeny. They had an 8:30 start time. Ankeny leads that one 34-21 in the third quarter at last check.
They got some work to do, the Linn-Mar Lions. Let's take a look at some highlights of some of the games that we covered tonight. You were at this one, Solon and Benton. Solon with the 34-27 win, and that must have been a heck of a football game.
This one just went back and forth. It was really kind of just who was going to make the last play. These two teams in their earlier regular season meeting, they was also decided by 1 point, so you kind of could just feel that this was just going to be a back and forth battle. I left at halftime. It was a 1-point game at that point. Benton was up, and then Solon kind of turned it up a notch, I want to say. But two very, very good teams in Class 3A that, I mean, they're both deserving of advancing, but Solon had the edge tonight.
Yeah, we've had 4 tremendous football games in our area in Class 3A this year, and they've all battled it out. We've been lucky to watch these games. This one, just a terrific game. Impressed with the Solon quarterback tonight. He threw some darts.
He did, yeah. Run game a little rough for them. I mean, that's expected. Benton's line is very big, very, very tough, and then Benton just runs the ball so well. So
yeah, hats off to Benton on a great season. They beat Williamsburg. They had some big wins and had another close game tonight. Just couldn't pull it out. We talked about the other two teams in Class 3A from our area, Williamsburg and Independence, and another terrific football game tonight. Independence wins this one 21-14. They were at home. Williamsburg, the defending state champs, so this is a huge win for Indy. Yes.
I was shocked even last week when Benton shut out Williamsburg. But Indy's been tough. I saw them up against Dubuque-Wahlert. They were, 1 score away from winning that game. So this one, it does surprise me a little bit, but it doesn't, because Indy's just a very well-coached and disciplined team.
Yeah, really impressed with some of the catches the Independence wide receivers made tonight. They got a pretty good passing attack, and they can go a long way. This is a tough team because they play good defense.
Yeah, that defense kind of made the Raiders night a little bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, held them to just 14 points, and they're an explosive team, Williamsburg. So that's impressive. The pick right there, one of the biggest plays in the game, with Williamsburg driving, that was huge. And then, like I said, just some great catches. Look at that grab right there. That's an unbelievable catch in the end zone for the touchdown. Congrats to the Mustangs as they pull this one out, 21-14. Jack Leto covering this game, and he has some post-game reaction from Indy.
First off, Bryce, you seem a little bit emotional. How you feeling right now?
I mean, his big play. I don't get much opportunities anymore on offense, but I just got to make the most of them. I came to coach for the play. I told him what I wanted to run. He listened to me, and we ran it, and we went out and got it.
How much faith did you have in your offense on those last 2 drives to tie it and win it?
All year we've been able to score whenever we wanted, so I knew we had a chance. We just had to go out there and execute.
At the beginning of this day, when you woke up this morning, did you think you'd catch a touchdown catch to take your team to the state quarters?
Oh, I knew it. It's my birthday today, so I knew it was going to be something good.
Congratulations. Happy birthday. Where are you turning?
17 today.
You got to quarterback 2 of the biggest drives of your life. What's going through your head on those 2 final drives?
I just believe in the players, believe in my line, I believe in the coaches. They all make good calls, and I just go out there and execute.
You're down 14-0 at halftime. What does Coach tell you?
He just tells us we got to keep our heads up. We're not executing in the first half. We went out in the second half. We executed, and we got the job done.
How does it feel to head to the quarterfinals?
Feels great. We got one more game, make it to the Dome. That's our goal, and we want to finish, and obviously want a state title.
What a birthday present. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
17 years old.
And shout out to Coach Putz and his son also, who had one of the best Halloween costumes. You got to look
He did,
it up.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll go look at that. The game I was at tonight, Lisbon stays undefeated, beating Bellevue 56-12. And the difference between this Lisbon team from last year to this year is killer instinct. They are jumping on teams right away. That's Tiernan Boots, listed at 5'8". He's about 5'6", runs like a deer. He got him off to a good start. And then the defense just took over. This is Dalen Schaefer with the pick six to make it 14-0. They had a pick six last week as well. And it wasn't like Bellevue wasn't moving the football. They were, and they had chances to score early. But watch this play coming up here. This is quite a play.
Wow.
Bats the ball up in the air. Gage Hollab, and he is gone for another pick six. And then it was lights out because they kept giving the ball to Boots, and he was able to run right over them. And an impressive team, still undefeated. The Lisbon Lions, they got a good offensive line. And when you got a little guy like this that can break tackles and just scoot like Tiernan Boots, you got a chance to go a long ways, and I think they're not done yet.
No, and I would say I'm a little bit impressed too. These teams haven't really had the weather that we had tonight.
Yeah.
It was a little bit chillier, nothing, to kind of scream about. But
That's why you got to have a good running game and a passing attack, but you really have to have a good running game and defense in this kind of weather before you get in the dome.
Right.
And that really helps things out.
They've lucked out this year.
Yeah, and how about Mac Valley? They did it again. Mac Valley beat Nashua Plainfield tonight, 38-13. John Campbell called this game, and boy, they ran it right down their throats. Really impressive night by Mac Valley, who's just having a tremendous season. I guess you'd call it a little bit of a surprise season, but it doesn't matter. They just keep winning.
Yeah, they have so much energy from their fan base, from this team. They're great on defense. They're great on offense, and they just try kind of anything and everything. They make the right adjustments from what I've seen. So it's been fun to watch them this season. I think they're a surprise.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact total, but I think 4 years ago they won like one game.
Wow.
So that's how far they have come, and it'll be interesting to see if they can keep it going and get to the Dome. That would be a thrill for Mac Valley, and they were probably partying in Delhi again tonight. It's been a party all season, and what a pass that was. Tremendous arm as Maquoketa Valley advances with a 38-13 win. And then the game I was really looking forward to tonight was Liberty and Waukee. Liberty beat Waukee tonight 31-14 behind our athlete of the week, Reese Rettig, who came in with 31 touchdowns on the season. He's 5'8". Waukee punched him in the mouth early, but then here comes Rettig. He's 5'8". The little guy can really run. He can throw. He uses jump passes, different arm angles, and they've got a complete team because they picked it up on defense now. When you have that prolific offense, you're tough to beat.
Yes, they don't struggle on the offensive side of the ball, that's for sure. They have a lot of weapons, but they've had to tighten things up a little bit on the defensive side, and I think they're going to see that, especially down this stretch against the Waukee teams and things like that as they kind of move on. But I mean, all the Iowa City schools in the playoffs this year, that's pretty impressive.
That's impressive. 4 schools, and 3 of them are still alive. Reese Rettig, I asked him in our Athlete of the Week interview how far I thought this team could go, and he said, well, we're going to win it all. He said,
wow.
we're in it to win it. That's it. We're going to win it all. And I wasn't quite sure earlier this year if they were good enough to win it all. I'm a believer now. They are good enough to win it all.
I saw them early on, and I saw the weapons that they had, and I was like, this is a really good team. And then once they took out, all of their rest of their Iowa City rivals, I was like, okay, this is a real team.
If they're at home next week and you're in the area, go watch this Liberty team play. This Reese Rettig, phenomenal, so much fun to watch. It's going to be a big week next week. And we're looking forward to covering that next week as we see who gets into the Dome. Chelsea.
Yes, it's going to be exciting.
We'll see you here next week.